China, a vast country stretching from the green fields of the south to the arid deserts of the north, from the snow-capped mountains of Tibet to the bustling streets of Shanghai. This is where long-standing traditional values are preserved and is also the center of modern innovations. With an area of more than 9.6 million square kilometers, the third largest in the world, and a population exceeding 1.4 billion people, China is home to diverse peoples, languages, and customs. From the ancient villages of Anhui, where time seems to stop, to the bustling modern urban areas, every little corner of China brings its own story, its own beauty. For thousands of years, China has been not only the cradle of Asian civilization, but also the point of cultural interference between continents. Priceless heritages such as the Great Wall, the Imperial Palace, or works of calligraphy have made this country a symbol of creativity and will. On today's journey, we will explore the beauty of this country, from its turbulent history, unique culture, majestic nature to the lives of its people. Chinese history is a massive epic, starting thousands of years ago when the first feudal dynasties appeared. From legendary dynasties such as the Xia and Shang dynasties, where the first writing on animal bones was born, to the golden age of the Han and Tang dynasties, each period has left unforgettable marks. Let's start the journey with the Qin dynasty, the first dynasty to unify China, an important turning point in the nation's history. Qin Shi Huang created a miracle, unified the entire territory, and established the foundation for a single Chinese nation. He implemented a series of groundbreaking reforms, standardizing units of measurement, unifying writing, and building a strict legal system. In particular, to protect the northern border from the invasion of nomadic tribes, he ordered the construction of the Great Wall, a wonder that still astonishes humanity. The wall is not only a military project, but also a symbol of the will and strength of an entire nation. Besides, his mausoleum, with its terracotta army of more than 8,000 warriors and horses, not only reflects Qin Shi Huang's authority, but also shows his organizational ability, creativity, and top level of art. High of the era. Each statue in the terracotta army has its own facial expression, as if each warrior is alive and protecting the emperor in eternity. Following the Qin dynasty, the Han dynasty brought China into a period of prosperity, not only economically, but also culturally and diplomatically. During this period, China was no longer an isolated country, but opened the door to exchange with the world through the legendary Silk Road. Imagine camel caravans loaded with silk, tea, and ceramics from China, crossing vast deserts and rugged mountains to reach Central Asia, Persia, and beyond to the Mediterranean. But this is not just a trade route. Ideas, technology, and art were also exchanged thanks to this journey. Buddhism from India reached China via the Silk Road, while Chinese inventions such as paper and the compass changed the West forever. We cannot talk about Chinese history without mentioning the Tang dynasty, the period when culture, art, and diplomacy reached their peak. This is the period when poetry becomes the soul of the nation. Li Baq's poems have romantic, uplifting images. Du Fu's with his human pain and deep sympathy, or Dui's with his pure meditation, have made Tang poetry an invaluable treasure, not only of China, but of all humanity. Not only art, the capital Chang'an at that time was an international trade and cultural center. Imagine a vibrant city where merchants from Persia, India, and faraway lands gathered, exchanging goods and ideas. This was a symbol of China's prosperity and global position at that time. The Ming and Qing dynasties continued history with timeless legacies. The Ming dynasty stands out with the Forbidden City, the center of political power and a symbol of pinnacle art. This is an architectural masterpiece with a harmonious combination of construction techniques, the sophistication of feudal culture, and profound spiritual elements. In addition, handicrafts, especially ceramics, developed strongly. Blue flower ceramic vases from the Ming dynasty, with their vibrant colors and intricate patterns, are not only commercial products, but also a pride of Chinese artisans' craftsmanship. The Qing dynasty, despite many difficulties, continued to consolidate its territory and develop a stable society. This was a period of significant geographical expansion, bringing Tibet and Xinjiang onto the national map. The 19th century marked a difficult period. Opium wars, unequal treaties, and Western intervention weakened the country. But even in the greatest challenge, China still maintains its national will. After decades of turmoil, 1949 became an important milestone when the People's Republic of China was founded. This is not only the revival of a country, but also a strong statement to the world. China is back. From a devastated country, China entered the modern era, gradually building its position as the great power it is today. China is a place where culture is not only preserved, but also developed and honored through each generation. One of the oldest beauties is the art of calligraphy, a symbol of the combination of technique and soul. Chinese calligraphy is a beautiful art of writing developed thousands of years ago. It is an important part of Chinese culture and has had a great influence on other arts such as fine arts, architecture, and decoration. There are many different styles in Chinese calligraphy, including classical, modern, and ethnic. Classic is the most popular style and was developed over the past centuries, while modern style has the influence of different styles from many different countries. Chinese calligraphy is not only a beautiful art of writing, but also a means of communication and a unique Chinese cultural tradition. It is widely used in historical documents, literary and religious works, and is still preserved and developed in the present era. Ink painting with a minimalist color scheme, but rich in depth, shows the beauty of nature, from mountains, forests, rivers, and streams to the vast sky. The artist not only paints scenes, but also paints moods and deep emotions. During traditional festivals, you will see Chinese culture shine most brightly, like a mirror reflecting the nation's core values. Imagine the scene of Lunar New Year, the biggest and most anticipated festival of the year. All over the streets, houses hang red lanterns and couplets to wish Tet, creating an atmosphere that is both cozy and vibrant. This is not only a time for families to reunite after a busy year, but also an opportunity for people to express gratitude to their ancestors and pray for happiness and prosperity in the new year. This festival is marked by the crisp sound of firecrackers, driving away bad luck and welcoming good fortune. Children in colorful costumes holding red envelopes laugh and talk freely amid bustling lion dance performances. Tables filled with traditional dishes, from ban to dumplings to braised pork, are not only delicious but also contain profound meanings of reunion and prosperity. At the Lantern Festival, the whole sky seems to light up with thousands of sparkling, colorful lanterns, released into the sky or floating on the water. People gather in large squares where activities such as dragon dances, lion dances, and traditional musical instrument performances take place. Lanterns are not only aesthetic, but also contain prayers for luck, health, and peace. In that magical, shimmering light, traditional values and optimism are illuminated, uniting everyone in joy and sharing. The Mid-Autumn Festival, which takes place on the full moon day of the 8th lunar month, is an opportunity for families to gather under the full moon. In the cool air of autumn, adults and children enjoy mooncakes, drink tea, and tell each other the story of Hanging-a and Uncle Koi. Lanterns shaped like carps, dragons, phoenixes, or stars are lit, bringing joy and hope for a bright future. This is also a time for people to express gratitude to nature and bountiful harvests, a custom that has been passed down through generations. These traditional festivals do not just stop at the display of color or sound, but are also a bridge between the past and present. They preserve spiritual values, giving every Chinese person pride in their nation's cultural heritage. Through every song, music, and every lion and dragon dance, Chinese culture is constantly alive, both close and profound, ancient but always strong in modern life. Chinese nature is a vivid picture where each mountain range and each river has its own unique beauty, like the perfect strokes of nature. The Huangshan Mountains are famous for the four greats: pine needles, strange rocks, sea of clouds, and hot springs. When we step onto the winding paths in the mountains, we feel the harmony between heaven and earth, where the mist lingers and the pine trees grow strongly, despite the wind and rain. This is not only a place frequented by ancient poets, but also a destination for those who want to find tranquility amidst majestic nature. Leaving the high mountains, we come to Zhujiagu, a pearl of Sichuan province, where the turquoise color of the lake and the white color of the waterfalls blend into a harmony of nature. The lakes are so clear that small leaves can be seen falling quietly on the water's surface. In particular, in the fall, This place seems to light up with the brilliant yellow, orange, and red colors of the forests reflecting on the lake surface, creating a fairyland-like scene. It is impossible not to mention the Tibetan Plateau, which is known as the roof of the world. With an average altitude of over 4,500 meters, this is a place where the blue sky seems closer than ever, and the quiet air makes every breath seem to be in harmony with nature. Stretching steppes, herds of cattle leisurely grazing beside glacial streams, all create a landscape that is both vast and mysterious. But Tibet is not only famous for its nature, but also as a land of spirituality. Ancient monasteries hidden on mountain slopes, bells ringing in the wind, all seem to invite visitors to enter another world, where people can find peace of mind. Continuing our journey, we come to the Sichuan bamboo forest, a land where the green beauty of nature seems to never fade. Towering bamboo groves, intertwined to form a giant green curtain, are home to the rare panda species, the symbol of China. The space here is so peaceful that you can hear the leaves rustling in the wind, the gentle footsteps of pandas moving through dense bamboo bushes. The Lijiang River, with its gentle and poetic beauty, brings a completely different picture. Small boats float lazily on the water, reflecting the silhouette of the Guilin Mountains curving like waves. At dawn or dusk, the water surface is dyed by the orange-yellow color of the sun, creating a picturesque scene that makes visitors unable to take their eyes off. Each land of China has its own story and beauty, from the strength and majesty of the mountains and forests to the gentleness and tranquility of the rivers. These places not only make us feel the magic of nature, but are also a reminder that, no matter how much time passes, nature is still an endless source of inspiration for people. Let your soul soar in that space, so that each passing moment becomes a memorable memory.
Have been turning away from mine. Your phone gets them instead. We used to smile all the time. Now your scowl shuts me down instead.
China is not only a vast country, but also a place filled with magical stories, cultural values, and unforgettable beauty. Come here once to feel the hustle and bustle of modern cities, the peace of villages, and the warmth of people. China is a journey of emotions, of discovery, and of unforgettable experiences. Thank you for accompanying us on this journey. See you again in China.